Hey everybody, this is GetJesse, and here we've got another Killzone 3 audio commentary. This is a Warzone game, and I think this is the only Warzone game that I've posted so far. I actually logged on today on my PlayStation, and I was going to get on the beta to get some more game footage, and apparently the beta's over. And I wasn't aware of that. Today's the 16th, and I was thinking that the beta was supposed to end on the 18th, but it actually ended on the 15th, and so I missed out on that. So this is actually going to be the last Killzone 3 multiplayer beta commentary that I'm going to post. So I'll post more Killzone 3 gameplay audio commentaries when the game comes out on February 22nd. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I haven't been quite this excited about a first-person shooter in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to it. You'll notice in the title of this video, I actually put my final score up in the title. Now, normally I don't do that. I personally don't really like to do that. But in this situation, I think it's what I'm going to have to do, because when you put your scores up in the title, people click on the video. And if you just noticed there, I just threw my proximity mine on my ally's back, or his butt, actually. So, and I think it just got a kill there, so that's funny. Let's see here. Okay, so let's talk about the game a little bit here. I'm the Tactician class. I'm using the M82 assault rifle. I think during this game, I think by this time I should have all my skills maxed or near maxed for the Tactician class anyway. And let's see what's going on right now. We've got a point capture spot, and if you'll see here that I haven't really been playing the objective for this particular mission. And that's because in Warzone, you know, you have several missions, and that gives you a little breathing room. And basically what I'm trying to do here, even though I'm not playing the objective, and we do end up losing this mission right here, I'm trying to fill out the enemy and get a good feel for what classes they are, what kind of tactics they like to employ, what routes they like to run. And that's basically just what I'm doing. That's why I'm hanging back and not advancing on the objective. Another thing is that my team's not advancing, so if I advance by myself, I'm not going to have that much support. But you will see later, I do play the objective more further into the game when I get a better feel for the situation. Okay, so the next mission here is the, I think it's called Search and Destroy mission type, and we're on the defending end of the Search and Destroy mission. So that means the Hellghast have to come in here and plant charges. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay down a proximity mine, lay down my sentry bot, and basically just defend it directly. Now the thing about when you're defending objectives like this, it's always a good idea to have a couple of people paying attention to the objectives themselves. You know, always having people check it out with their eyes directly, have it in sight, so that you know what's going on at the objective, so that, you know, like the marksman class has an ability that renders him invisible on the radar and invisible to the tactician's recon ability. So those guys can sneak in there and plant if you're not careful. Oh, and there's some lag there. You see I duck behind the cover and I still end up dying. That's always good. That just shows off the amazing speed of my internet connection. Let's see, so we just jumped further into the game a little bit here. And we're still on the same mission. So what am I thinking right now? I'm thinking that... Okay, so right now I'm thinking I need to get out of this spot right here, because we've already got plenty of teammates here. I mean, I don't need to be here. It'll be useless if I'm here, because we already got plenty of guys here. So I'm thinking, you know, there's not many green dots around the objectives, so I need to get myself in here to defend the objectives and keep eyes on the objective. So I'm going to lay down my proximity mines. And after I lay down my proximity mines, I'm just gonna sit here and defend them. And there, actually, my proximity mine worked out there and I killed that guy. And we win the mission. And so the next mission actually turns out to be another search and destroy mission, except this time we're on offense rather than defense. Now, as you just saw there, my primary strength as a first-person shooter player is in long-range to medium-range engagements. I suffer a lot when it comes to close-range engagements, and I'm still in this Killzone 3. I'm still getting used to the melee system. I haven't quite gotten the range of the melee down yet, so throughout this game, you'll see me quite frequently use the melee when I'm out of range, and I end up wasting my effort there. A good good skill to learn in this game is to know when you should hip fire and when you should melee. Most of the time, it's better to hip fire. So right now, the objectives are to my left on my radar, as you can see there, and what I'm basically trying to do is to help my team slowly advance over to those objectives. And now, since I'm a tactician, my personal main objective is to capture that tactical spawn point that's next to those objectives. And so, since they've got a bunch of a ton of enemy soldiers are up in front of me, so that's why I'm being cautious here. You don't want to run head first into that because you're just going to die instantly. So I'm just trying to use the cover to the best of my ability. And I get caught from a sniper. But that's okay, because here we go again. Okay, so that spot that guy was sitting in, that's actually a terrible spot. Well, not necessarily the position itself, but the way he positioned his body. I mean, he was sitting up there. He's basically a sitting duck. Target practice. You never want to do that. If you're going to sit from an elevated position like that and shoot down on people, never leave your body completely exposed like that. At most, you want to only leave about half of your body exposed. And you also want to be continually moving, not sitting perfectly still. Now, right now, it may look like I'm not playing the objective, but I actually am. I'm trying to create a presence in this section of the map, and once that presence has gone its course, then I'm going to move up, advance, and create a new presence in another area. Now my team's moving up too, so that's a good idea for me to move up with them. That's a pro proximity mine location there. Okay, so there I used some hip fire. Hip fire is really good in this game. You always want to use it. And I'm probably very confused right now. I don't think I know where I am. That's the first time I've seen that spot. So I'm at the tactical spawn point now, and this is as a tactician, that's your main priority. You want to capture the tactical spawn points so that your team can spawn where they want to spawn. And this particular tactical spawn point is really important right now because it's close to the objectives. Not only is it important for allowing my team to spawn closer to the objectives, but it's also important because it takes away the spawn for the enemy team. So now they can't spawn close to the objectives anymore. Okay, so we got both of the objectives now, and the mission's got 30 seconds left, so we're about to take it. So right now I just want to support this area here. Kill enemies as they approach it. Okay, search and retrieve. This is an interesting mission. It's where a propaganda speaker spawns, and then whoever picks up the propaganda speaker has to bring it to a set location. I haven't played it enough, so I haven't really figured out where it spawns or where the locations are. I just kind of play it by ear and do whatever it tells me to do. But out of all the oh, my screen just went black. There we go. Out of all the missions, it's the most random. Seems random so far, anyway. So one of our allies have picked it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my way over there so I can support him. And along the way, as I make my way over there, I'm going to kill guys. So I see the enemy picked it up now, so I'm going to try to catch up with him and kill him. And there we go. Now he dropped it. Now one of my allies should pick it up. Or actually my ally got killed, so he can't pick it up. But someone should pick it up eventually. Looks like there's a green dot heading over there right now. There we go. So now that he picked it up, I'm going to try... Oh, actually, I'm going to capture this tactical spawn point first. Okay, so now we can spawn from that area, and I'm going to go pick up some ammo while I'm over here. It's convenient to do so, so might as well. Okay, so now I'm going to head over to the objective area, to the... Is anybody carrying that propaganda speaker? Did he get killed? Okay, now we're carrying it again. I guess that Tariqan, or whatever his name was, got killed. So right now I'm just going to try to support the propaganda carrier. And he just delivered it, so I guess that mission's done. Actually, it's not done. You actually have to capture... I guess you have to capture more than one propaganda speaker. Sorry about that. I'm learning this along with you guys, so... Like I said, close range combat is not my strong point, but looky there, my proximity mine kills him. I just left that in because I thought it was funny. Okay, so we win the search and retrieve mission, so I guess that means that we captured more propaganda speakers than the enemy. Oh, and looky here, I'm the assassination target. And you can see, judging by the movement on my screen, I'm kind of panicking here because I know I'm out in the open and I need to get somewhere safe. And apparently the way this works, if you look on the mini-map, there's some red area, and you can't go past the red area. You have to stay in the area outside of the red area. I didn't know that at the time. I just only figured that out by watching this video. See, so I go into the red area, so now I'm outside of the assassination area. So that means I have to stay in this area right here. So basically, what I'm going to do to try to keep myself alive, I'm going to lay down my proximity mines first, of course. And I'm just going to stay on these stairs right here. It's a little cubbyhole corridor here. I can easily protect my back, and I can let my team cover the 2 choke points in front of me. So I'm gonna throw down my sentry bot so we can get some support, air support. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna continually check my back, keep an eye out on my back, and keep my ears open, of course, on my headsets in case I hear any footsteps. And I'm gonna let my team take the brunt of the fire. The only real risk to me dying right now, besides a huge group of enemies just charging us, but the only real risk is a sniper shooting me from that left door opening there. But I survived the assassination, so that's good. So you get 500 points for that, so that's a nice bonus. I'm glad that they give you points for doing that because, you know, since you're trying to survive, it kind of keeps you out of the fight, so you don't really get a lot of points for killing people and stuff. Okay, so the next mission is body count. And that's basically like guerrilla warfare. It's a team deathmatch mode. So whichever team gets the most kills wins. Actually, it's the way it works is whichever team can get there's a set amount of kills, and whichever team gets to that set amount of kills first wins. And we actually lose that round. From no fault of mine, of course. I'm pretty good at keeping my kill-death ratio up there. But in a body count mission, you have no control over how your allies do. It's more of an the body count mission in Warzone is more of an individual effort type thing rather than a team effort. So in terms of how good your team does, it's kind of a luck of the draw type thing. So we're almost out of time in this video, so let me just say a quick few things to finish it off. Throughout the multiplayer beta, I've played the Tactician class. I really like the Tactician class, and I really like it because it's a crucial. Not only is it a good killing class, but it's a crucial support class because of the tactical spawn points. Your team needs, every team needs at least one tactician on their team. If you don't have a tactician, you're at a severe disadvantage because you're not going to be able to get those tactical spawn points. Another thing I've done during the beta, I've experimented a little bit with the engineer class, and I've gotten quite a few unlocked, not all of them quite yet, but that's actually what I was going to do today. I was going to jump on here and play the engineer class and get some gameplay footage so I can do an engineer commentary. And I also wanted to do a final operations commentary, but can't do that now that the beta's gone. So I guess I'll just have to wait till the full game release. When the game finally releases, I'm not sure which class I'm going to start out as. Definitely not the engineer. The engineer's hard to do as a starting class. Engineer's definitely something that you want to do as a second class or a third class. But what I'll probably do, I won't start out as the Tactician since that's what I started out in as the beta during the beta. So what I'll probably do, I'll just pick a class and then level that up. I'm thinking maybe the Marksman or the Infiltrator, one of those two. And then after I level up one of those, I'll probably go back to the Tactician and level that up as a second class. And I think I just stuck a proximity mine on my ally again. But anyway, there's the end of the game. It's a victory, of course, 5-2. And I get a bunch of points. Too bad that doesn't transfer over to the real game. But that would be a little unfair now, wouldn't it? And my final score is 41 kills and 9 deaths. And I don't know how many assists. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. And see you when Killzone 3 releases.